What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Cartridge Fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that footage of the Midwest Gaming Classic in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. This was my very first convention and I had a blast. So much fun. I played so many arcade games, so many pinball machines, saw a ton of games, enjoyed a couple of panels, so really took it all in and had a blast. So in this video, I wanted to share with you guys what I picked up in the Midwest Gaming Classic. So one of the things that I got, a couple of common titles, but the first one was Bo Jackson Baseball. I've never seen this one actually in the wild, not an expensive game, it was $3. And then I also picked up Sesame Street ABC and 1, 2, 3. Again, this is one that I've never seen before, but not an uncommon game. So picked that up for $3 as well. So happy to add that to my collection. Those were the common titles. And then again, I came with a plan, and it was so hard to stick with a plan because there was so much to look at. And a lot of this stuff was just things that I would never see again. I ran into 3 stadium events, which was absolutely insane. Really cool to see in person. But picked up a few NES games that weren't on my list, a couple that were. I had a plan to pick up some Sega Genesis stuff. Didn't really find anything that I was too excited about, so didn't pick any of those up. So I got a handful of NES games to share with you guys. One completes my subset, and that is Batman Return of the Joker. This is a game that I've seen a few times, never really picked it up, and the price seems to be going up all the time. So I think I paid $30 for that, which isn't a bad price. I think I typically see it between $30 and $40. So happy to add that one to the collection. And then you guys know a couple of videos ago I shared with you that I would love to find the Jetsons. It's a game that I really haven't played before, but I've seen a lot of gameplay. It just looks really fun and interesting, and an obscure game to have in my collection, and I found one. I was definitely excited to get it. This is the Jetsons. The label is in pretty good condition. There's a little bit of bubbling on it, not too bad. It will clean up pretty nice, so definitely excited to have that one in my collection. It is a pricier one, but I figured, hey, I'm going to a convention. This is going to be my first one. Pick up an expensive game for the first time, and maybe every time I go to a convention, maybe pick up kind of an uncommon game. So we'll see if that trend continues, but definitely excited to have that one in my collection. Another game that was on my list, and one that I've never seen before, but the gameplay looked really cool, and that is Best of the Best Karate Championship. So an uncommon game, one I've never seen before, but just the graphics look so interesting in the gameplay. Again, an uncommon game. It was really cool to pick up. I can't remember exactly what I paid for that one. Another one is Galaxy 5000 Racing in the 51st Century. This is another one that I've never seen before. It's released by Activision. Not sure what year. I think I paid $15 for that, or $20, somewhere around there, if I'm not mistaken. It's really hard to remember what I paid for things just because there was so much going on. You'd look at one table and pick up something, move on to the next table, and you'd walk around multiple times. It was absolutely crazy. So much fun. A game that is very uncommon, very hard to find, kind of middle range price, and that is Tecmo Cup Soccer Game. It's not that great of a game, but very uncommon. Happy to add this one to my collection. I know a few guys that go for complete sets, and that one is a tough one for them to find. Another game that I've never seen before, so excited to pick it up, and that's Prince of Persia. So this one is in very good condition. It looks extremely minty. The back is a little dirty, but that will clean up pretty nice. Game I've never seen before. It was $20, so decent price. Happy to add that one to my collection as well. And then of course, the last game that I picked up is kind of a mid-range game as well. This would complete the subset. It was on my list, and that is Lolo 3. So I have 1 and 2, and this completes that subset. So very excited to add that one to my collection. So a decent amount of games, not a huge box of games. I know there was opportunities towards the very end to pick up some of the common titles, and I was kind of fishing through a lot of them. I had quite a few of them, and so I just wasn't really motivated to get filler titles that I could pick up locally. So I wanted to go for some uncommon stuff that I haven't seen before, and that I did. So definitely excited to have those into my collection. It was overall an excellent experience. I hope to be back next year. And it was huge. There was so many vendors and just a lot of cool things to see. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. As always, make sure you subscribe. Check me out on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya.